In a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Fred VanVleet.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Here's the starting group for Houston. Fred VanVleet out there with Amen Thompson. Then it's Tari Eason. Then it's Alperen Sengun. And it's KD in at the 3 spot. And for Golden State, in the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Butler out there with Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Horford in at the 5. And when you're taking on a back-to-back, Richard, does your approach change at all?
As a player, not much. The coaches, they may look to adjust some minutes, but on the court, you just got to keep pushing. Sengun's fun to watch on the block. Drop steps, spin moves, up and unders. This man will put on a clinic down low.
Here's Podziemski. He's covered by Thompson. He rifled that one in from distance.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Last outing for Houston, it was a loss to Sacramento.
What a duel that was. Exciting all the way to the end. Really a shame someone had to walk away with an L.
A loss is a loss, but some of them hurt more than others. You just hope the extended overtime minutes didn't zap their energy for this game.
Now, here's Kuminga. Podziemski with it, guarded now by Durant. Outside Curry. Latrey drains it from beyond the arc. Curry's got his second bucket of the night.
This is peak Curry shooting with real confidence off the catch. It's what helps get him going.
Pass to Eason. And here's VanVleet from the arc. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
Now, here's Curry, coming off a solid outing against Denver. RJ, with how well Curry continues to play, I'm not sure his three-point record will ever be broken.
It's going to be tough to do. But even if it does, I think Steph will still be regarded as the best shooter we have ever seen, simply because how he changed the game.
Free throw good, Curry. RJ, the Rockets don't just have young talent. They have elite young talent.
Yeah, you can have all the high draft picks in the world. That doesn't mean you're going to hit on the right guys. But Houston, they certainly have.
And both free throws good for Curry.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Thompson surveying the floor. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
Whew. Right now they are humming along. 3 of 4 to start this game.
Curry against VanVleet. Sengun with the rebound. Rockets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And he makes that one.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, I caught up with Coach Steve Kerr. I asked him about his team's plan in trying to contain Kevin Durant. He said, I don't think you can contain Kevin Durant. My focus is trying to have him take tough shots and hope he misses most of them. We'll see if they can put any pressure on KD tonight, guys.
All right, thank you, David. Here's VanVleet, following the basket by Stephen Curry. VanVleet against Curry. Pass to Durant. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Kuminga. No good off the front iron. For the Warriors, they won their last contest, that game against the Nuggets in Ball Arena.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Even with all that noise, when they had the ball, it never rattled them. Their offense was in tune like it was a home game.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Şengün against Horford. Shoots from 14, and it's Durant. That time on the assist by Şengün.
In the mid-range, Durant is deadly as ever. Easy money sniper, pulling out a little silky jumper.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Some stats for Şengün. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month. He's averaging about 19 points per, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists. And what a force he is on the glass. Just inhales rebounds.
And he can go around his opponent, over his opponent, through his opponent. A true triple threat.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Horford finds Kuminga. Van Vliet against Curry. And he banks in the layup. Curry's got 15.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
KD looking around. Thompson in the corner. Outside, KD. Shot clock at 6. On the wing, Thompson. He's defended by Podziemski. Warriors leading by 3. Left side, Kuminga. Butler kicks to Curry. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
How do you stop Curry? Well, in a short answer, you can't.
Rockets trail by 5. Pass to Eason. Back to Van Vliet. Lays it up and banks it in. Van Vliet's got his second basket.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Curry against Van Vliet. Launches it from deep. Curry's shot is off.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Eason passes to KD. Eason with it. He's coming off a 13-point game against Sacramento.
And how about the defensive impact he's had, racking up 3 blocks and making his presence felt.
Here's Thompson. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. And here we go. Fast break. Kuminga's got it. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
And the sheer muscle from Butler. I mean, a solid finisher even when he gets hit.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And I've really liked how they moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
Free throw no good for Butler.
And free throws have never really been an issue for Butler. Makes a living at the line.
Pass to Şengün. Durant against Butler. Durant the pass to Thompson. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Thompson's got 6.
Hard work pays off with a rebound and a bucket. That's just great fundamentals.
Outside Butler. Back to Curry. The high post shot, and it's Golden State with another.
And you couldn't ask for anything more in terms of efficiency here. 7 of 9 to start.
Curry against Van Vliet. Pass to Durant. It's stolen by Kuminga. Now the Warriors moving it up. Jumps up. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
How about the speed there from Butler? Just a knack for knowing where to run in transition.
Here's Eason. To the paint. Here's Durant. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here's Podziemski. Hasn't made 1 yet. Kuminga against Durant. Curry outside. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
Pass to Eason. Now here's Durant. Şengün with the screen for Durant. And Şengün throws it down.
I like how Durant keeps all his options open, kicking the ball to another guy when he doesn't like what the pick and roll gets him.
And Kevin Durant, one of the top 10 scorers in league history. And RJ's still going strong.
And he does it with efficiency, Kevin. Takes great shots, and he's incredibly accurate. And if he doesn't have a look, he's a willing passer.
Here's Podziemski. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Nuggets in Denver. Van Vliet deciding where to go with it. On the wing, Thompson. Şengün with the screen for Thompson. Pass to Şengün. 4 on the shot clock. Outside for Durant. Shoots the 3. Podziemski grabs the board.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Outside Kuminga. Outside Curry. 6 to shoot. On the top of the key. And he gets it to go. Hitting off the back of the rim. Curry's got 24 points.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. for the Warriors. Ace Jackson Davis is checked in for Horford. Gary Payton comes in for Kuminga. And it's Moses Moody in for Brandon Pajemski. Houston with a big group substitution here. Smith checked in for Tari Eason. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Kevin Durant. Okogie's checked in for Thompson. And Aaron Holiday's subbed in for Fred VanVleet. Here's Şengün. And he uses the glass on the layup. Şengün's got 7 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Curry. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
You never want to foul Curry. He's pretty much the best free throw shooter ever.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
And you know with Curry, what impresses me most is his efficiency. That's not something we normally see in a high-volume jump shooter.
Shepard's checked in for the Rockets. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
A multiple-time champion and relentless competitor. Curry's drive to be an all-time great, well, he's pretty much there.
Inside, here's Gggg. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Outside Butler. Lets it go from deep. Curry's shot is off. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for Houston. They trail by 6. Last time they met in Houston.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last minute.
And a lot of that begins with effort. Putting in the work and closing out possession should make this a much more contested game.
Here's Shepard, guarded by Curry. Screen by Şengün. Shepard, the pass to Şengün. Shoots over Jackson Davis. Şengün, no good. Warriors leading by 8. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, the Rockets are making progress. Coach Ime Udoka said it doesn't happen overnight. Changing habits and things like that takes time. Guys learn and grow at a different pace. My thing is getting us all on the same page. We're not that far off. Kevin, they sure look like they're building in the right direction.
David, they are, and some good vets have helped as well. And we thank you for that report. Here's Butler, following the basket by Jabari Smith. Back to Jackson Davis, and stolen by Şengün. Ahead, here's Gggg. Uses both hands to slam it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Moody finds Jackson Davis. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Alperen Şengün. The Warriors have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
And that one falls for Jackson Davis. DeAnthony Melton, he's checked in for Butler. Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Rockets. Durant comes in for Shepard. He hits both from the stripe.
Man, they are just living at the line.
Rockets trail by 6. KD passes to Smith. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Smith's got his second bucket of the night.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
They grab their own miss. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Houston's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Melton against Durant. The 3. Here's Capella. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. A grand total of 28 points for him in the game now. They have no answer for him defensively. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And taking a look at the Warriors' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
And as long as the threes are dropping, you've got to keep launching them.
Here's Curry. So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Gary Payton II is out there with Moses Moody. Then it's Curry. Then it's DeAnthony Melton. And it's Jackson Davis in at the 5 down low. The baseline J off the mark. Rockets trail by 3. To the middle. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field. RJ, so often with rookies, we want to judge them after half a season. We're not very patient with them. How long should we give players to prove themselves in the NBA?
Well, there's a different type of prove yourself. If you're talking about a rookie, I was taught after about game 60, you're no longer a rookie because you've played every team, you understand the defensive concepts. You might be a little fatigued, but after that, you're no longer a rookie. But to judge them, if they can play in this league, it can take a couple of years.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Pass to Jackson Davis. To the left side wing. Moody with it. Working on Finney-Smith. Wow! Curry automatic from deep.
And this has become expected from Curry. Everyone knows how dangerous he is at getting to his spots and capitalizing.
Here's a Gggg. Picked by Finney-Smith. A Gggg, the pass to Finney-Smith. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And here we can check out the score for Al Horford.
And his three-point shooting has gotten a lot better over his last 10 games. He looks so much more comfortable from beyond. There's no doubt he's got the green light to let it fly whenever the shot's there for him.
A free throw drops for Finney-Smith. Finney-Smith hits them both. Golden State's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. It's never too early to start looking at our contenders for this year's dunk contest. There's no doubt it'll be a terrific showdown of some of the game's best athletes.
And it seems like each year the bar keeps getting set higher. I mean, more props, crazier concepts to the competition, the level of dunks. I think this is going to be a good one.
Take a look at Thompson, almost all the way up there in the top spot. I don't know if he'll make it to number one, but you'd have to say he's going to be a part of the contest for sure.
It's looking that way, and the contest will be a lot better off having him in it. He always puts on a show.
And as always, we'll keep the updates coming in as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. One thing we already know, there are some great players pulling in votes so far.
Yeah, and I think it's safe to say that this is going to be one of those dunk contests that everybody's going to be tuning into.
And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and Gggg efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again? KD is right at the top of that list.
Now here is Smith. Yep, it counts. Smith's got 6 here in this quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Now, here's Moody. He's covered closely. 5 on the clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And Jackson Davis gets it to go.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Pass to Durant. Picked by Finney-Smith. Launches it. It's rebounded by Golden State. Now Moody, still scoreless. Payton right side. Melton against Durant. Outside Curry. Fires away from way outside. Rebound by Smith.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time. Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Melton finds Payton. Back to Melton. A 3-ball. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Finney-Smith. No good on the triple.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Melton passes to Payton. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Houston's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. In comes Durant. Okogie. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Jackson Davis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Payton can't get it to go. Rockets have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Pass to Okogie. Here's Smith, guarded by Curry. To stop the drought. And it's Smith laying it in. Smith's got 13.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Here's Payton. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Payton's got it all tied up now for the Warriors.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Smith. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Now here's Curry. Defense is right there. Curry, a screen on Durant. Back to Curry. Curry crashes inside.
On a night like tonight, Steph Curry is must-watch basketball. He can score from anywhere.
Timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Horford is checked in for Trace Jackson Davis. Butler comes in for Peyton. Jonathan Kuminga, he's checked in for Moody. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for DeAnthony Melton. Houston with a big group substitution here. Şengün's checked in for Capella. Tari Eason comes in for Jabari Smith. Thompson, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Josh Okogie. Thompson outside. Back to VanVleet. Wing shot on the way. And that one comes up a bit short. Outside, Kuminga. Outside, Butler. Beyond the arc. Misses that one. His first miss of the night. 2 for 3. The three from KD. Kevin Durant. Bullseye. Money on the three.
So fluid off the dribble. Sometimes Durant is just impossible to stop.
Pass to Horford. Golden State moving the ball around. And stolen by Şengün. Eason with it. Got a piece of it. Butler with the steal. Now Curry. Oh, Curry is so dangerous in transition.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Thompson outside. Pass to KD. And that's basket number 4. He's taken 9 shots to this point.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Down low, and stolen by Şengün. Here's VanVleet. Finished off the break. And now a 5-point Rocket lead. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Rockets.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them.
Alperen Şengün. Second personal foul. First team foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Jonathan Kuminga. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Moody's checked in for the Warriors. And a change for the Rockets. Smith is checked in. And he makes the first, but misses the second.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Pass to VanVleet. Six on the shot clock. Houston needs to get a shot off. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And a moment now to check out who the Warriors have coming up on their schedule. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best, but if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He wants to talk to his guys. we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at Houston, down at 10th in the early going, looking to make a move up in the standings. And, of course, there's the Warriors, 3 spots below.
And I think for the Rockets, they had the kind of hot and cold start that we've kind of come to expect. Nothing that would indicate they're in for any kind of a breakout season.
They do look like they're the same kind of team they were last year. Good, but not special.
Butler against Eason. And Horford wide open. He shoots. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And Thompson kicks to Van Vliet. Back to Thompson. Pass to Eason. Smith up top. Defended by Kuminga. Van Vliet wide open. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Here's Podziemski. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Houston in the lead. It didn't take long for Podziemski to establish himself as an elite charge taker.
The funny thing about the game of basketball is that some things can't be taught. Pods clearly has the it factor when it comes for the timing that it takes to draw charges. He can steal a few possessions for you every single game.
The Warriors have gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. Smith against Kuminga. There's the pick. And there's the drive. An easy 2 points on the layup. And the Warriors lead by 1. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
Thompson with the bucket. Thompson's got 8. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for Golden State. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Alperen Şengün is a weapon on the block. Coach Ime Udoka said there are not a ton of true low-post threats in the NBA nowadays. Joel Embiid, Jokic, I don't know how many others there are anymore. Alpe's had success against pretty much everybody that's guarded him. Kevin, his footwork is indeed high level.
DA, totally agree. Great footwork. Moves on moves, I've always said. Here's Kuminga. Following the basket by Jabari Smith. Pulls up on the elbow. That's good. The Houston lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Kuminga.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off. Just sensational stuff.
Şengün kicks to Thompson. And here is Van Vliet. 7 points in the game. Al Horford with the rebound. Horford's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Butler. In the paint. Butler.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Houston's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Pass to Thompson. Trying his luck from deep. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Horford's got 7 rebounds in the game. Now, here's Moody. He's covered by Thompson. From downtown, Podziemski's shot is good. Now it's a 4-point Warrior lead.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Van Vliet banked in off the glass. Van Vliet's got 4 points this quarter.
Ready to play rough inside. Van Vliet navigates the contact.
Here's Butler. Oh, Butler flying to the rim.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Warriors ahead They finish off the second quarter on a 15-6 run. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Steve, a good rhythm for you in the first half. What do you like most about how your team's competing?
Just like the ball movement, the drive and kick. Our guys have played really well together. Just trying to move the ball, get a great shot.
We'll see if you can keep the ball flying around as we continue. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Glad you could join us. The story tonight for the Houston Rockets through two quarters, a tightly contested matchup.
I like how they've been eating the glass. Figuratively, no one should eat glass.
Just barbecued chicken.
It's the centerpiece of healthy, balanced diet, Ernie.
Next up, let's take a look at our latest power rankings.
Well, I think of Houston. They've established themselves as a competitive team. They feel that they can get a win against any opponent there, Shaq.
Well, I don't know if they have the roster makeup to get to the finals or even conference finals. But on any given night, this team is dangerous.
I don't know, Shaq. They look good.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
Warriors leading by 4. So on the floor for Houston, we've got Durant. Thompson is out there with Fred VanVleet. Then it's Tari Eason. And it's Şengün in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Butler. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
And usually that's a bucket for him. But look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Pass to Şengün. Outside, KD. They get it back. Shot by Eason, no good. Golden State's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. And it's Butler with the jam.
And Butler just can't be stopped. Even when the D knocks him around, he keeps his focus on the basket.
He's 0 of 1 from the line, missing on his first trip.
And with a percentage of 82, he's been one of their more dependable shooters from the line.
Butler. One shot.
Free throw, good Butler. And so here is Houston. 7-point differential. Thompson outside. Pass to Eason. Lets it go from deep. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
3 points.
Thompson's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Warriors leading by 4. Outside Butler. Horford sets a screen for Butler to the inside. Horford's shot is good. Horford's got 5.
And inside the paint really is where Horford goes to work. Still athletic enough and really makes it look easy.
VanVleet against Curry. VanVleet passes to Durant. Inside, just 4 to shoot. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
And they have been cold coming out of the break. Only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up.
Podziemski, he can't get it to go.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Ho-hum, guess what? Another bucket for KD. Just making the game look easy, somewhat boring.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
And KD, no good on that one.
You look at Durant's game and you instantly see all the hours of hard work that went into shaping it. He's so polished in every area. His skills are so sharp.
Kuminga with a wide open look. His 3-pointer's off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
KD can't get it to go. Warriors leading by 4. Here's Curry. The inside game of Stephen Curry.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
Thompson outside. Van Vliet sets the pick for Thompson. Pass to Şengün. Here's KD. Durant uses his size and close.
Oh, that's cute. You think you can play tough, physical D, but that's Kevin Durant. Like, come on.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. We have the chance. We like to reveal the list of the past month's best fast break teams in the NBA. The Rockets, number 1.
They've been playing an exciting brand of basketball during that time. I mean, taking every chance to get out in the open floor.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. And stolen by Thompson. Takes it inside, and Thompson throws it down.
Tenacious on the attack. Thompson is fantastic at finding lanes to the basket.
And RJ, even without a consistent jumper, Amen Thompson has proven to be a productive player.
And that jumper should develop over time. But he does everything else at a high level. He's extremely versatile, especially on that defensive end, Kevin.
Pass to Şengün. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. And here's Kuminga. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. The lead is 2. Down low. And Kuminga throws it down.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
On Steph Curry. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable, averaging 34 points, 4 assists, and 5 rebounds. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
He's someone you can rely on to bring it on a nightly basis. When they need a basket, he's the guy they turn to.
At the top of the key, Durant. Shot clock at 5. Back to Şengün. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on Horford.
Just strength from the big man Şengün, pushing through the contact.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Warriors?
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes. Spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
And also, they took advantage of their quickness, got inside and blew through the open lanes. Great job of attacking the paint.
And Alperen Şengün continues to prove himself, RJ, as one of the game's most promising big men.
Oh, a lot of it is because of his passing ability, Kevin. Shades of Nikola Jokic out there. Having a big man who can distribute like Şengün is a real luxury.
Here's Horford, and that one is good. Horford's got 7 points in the game.
And it's the long arms and broad shoulders that make Horford such a tough matchup inside. Teams try to get physical with him, but he's usually up to the challenge. The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
Here's Curry. It's rebounded by Şengün.
I'm a bit shocked, honestly, that he misses that. That's his shot in rhythm.
Let's a floater go. Bucket is good. And 12 points from Amen Thompson.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
Curry dishes to Kuminga. Horford with a screen on Durant. There's Kuminga. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Smith checked in for Amen Thompson.
Jonathan Kuminga.
And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for Houston. After this game, they can look forward to L.A., where they'll match up against the Clippers. It'll be the third game of this three-game road trip. Lets the three fly. Rebound by Butler.
He knocked down a three in the first quarter, but he's still been unable to connect from deep past the break.
Off on the layup.
That is a hard-won rebound, a man's rebound right there. Way to battle for it inside.
Smith with it, and it's Horford picking him up. Smith the pass to Durant. Nice move. Smith, no luck. The Warriors lead it. Pass to Butler. Outside for Curry. Now here's Horford. Covered by Smith. Outside, Horford. It's Curry outside. Sinks the triple. Curry's got 42 in the game.
And that's another three. And if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise.
Durant for three. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Horford's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Van Vliet.
He may be undersized, but Van Vliet, boy, this man has fantastic touch around the rim.
Outside, Horford. Pass to Kuminga. From the arc. And it's KD with the rebound. Durant's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Eason. Back to Van Vliet. Right side, Durant. Durant soaring in for the deuce.
What an athletic play by Durant. This man, what can't he do?
Outside, Butler. Curry against Van Vliet. Back to Butler. Oh, no, stopping Butler that time.
Not many guys with Butler's build have his skill set inside.
To the paint. Here's Eason. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 3 assists now in this one. Outside Butler. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Jabari Smith picks one up.
You love how competitive Butler is. He insists on taking his shot despite the foul.
The first free throw is good, and the Warriors with some changes. Trace Jackson Davis is checked in for Horford. Moses Moody comes in for Jonathan Kuminga, and it's DeAnthony Melton in for Stephen Curry. The Rockets also changing it up. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Tari Eason, and Gggg subbed in for Kevin Durant. And so Butler nails both of them.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Pass to Smith. Back to Van Vliet. And it's Houston with another.
And unafraid to challenge the heart of this defense. Van Vliet's a strong finisher for his size.
Smith against Butler. To the middle. Trying to find Jackson Davis. And gets it to him. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Now that we have a moment, let's take a peek at the teams that are leading the league in blocks. In second, the Rockets.
I mean, terrific rim protection. I mean, they rotate and help on the inside as well as anybody. And, of course, you want to keep offenses on the outside shooting jump shots, and that continues to be the goal.
And DeAnthony Melton picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And in a close game, Blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
Here's Van Vliet. 13 points in the game. Pass to Şengün. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Incredible for his age. The decision-making of Şengün GA is very impressive.
So calm when he sees a double coming. Reads and reacts with ease when he's on the block or at the nail. Reminds you of a young Jokic with how he sees the game.
And he can't get the first one. Now the free throw is good. Now leading by 1.
And hey, he did just enough to get the lead. That's what's most important.
Inside, here's Podziemski. 2 points, that one goes. Podziemski's got 5. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Smith, the pass to Van Vliet. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. And the Rockets lead by 1. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. To the inside, Jackson Davis.
Looking at the numbers for Jimmy Butler, a wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. Putting up about 24 points per, 5 rebounds and 4 assists. And you look at his huge role in their offense, a major contributor as far as putting up points.
He's just a natural scorer and someone this offense leans on to help shoulder the load and lead the charge.
And that one falls for Jackson Davis. The Warriors making a switch here. Payton's checked in. And then for Houston, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Şengün. And it's Kevin Durant in for Fred VanVleet. No good on the second free throw.
This team thinks they should be up in front, but at least they tied it up.
Pass to Gggg. Right wing. Smith with it. Now Payton defending. Clock at 4. Here's Gggg. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Golden State's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. 1:56 left in the third quarter. To the paint. Here's Jackson Davis.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Outside, KD. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Just maybe the best scoring forward of all time, and by maybe I mean he is. Yet again, it's Durant with a big night.
The Rockets have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7.
Only shooting 71 really on the season, so there is plenty of room for improvement.
The Rockets making a switch here. Tate's checked in. Free throw no good for Durant.
One of the most accomplished players in the game. Durant's sole focus is to continue contending for titles.
Moody the pass to Butler. Jackson Davis with it. Pass to Moody. And the 3 ball is good.
It's so far in the second half. This has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
And they look like a completely different team. I wonder what coach said to them at halftime to help spark this momentum change.
Smith finds Finney Smith. Back to Smith. Houston moving the ball around. Shoots. Another miss by Houston. Warriors leading by 3. Now here's Melton. Nothing on the board. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Aaron Holiday is checked in for Tate.
Aaron Holiday.
30 seconds left in the third. Rockets trail by 3. Outside Holiday. Smith sets the pick for Holiday. Wide open. Jump shot is good that time. Holiday's got his first points in this one. Melton against Holiday. Melton the bounce pass. Here's Butler. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Butler's got 9 points here in the second half. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Warriors ahead. They lead by 3. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from San Francisco. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Peyton is out there with Trace Jackson-Davis. Then there's Moses Moody. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Melton in at the 2. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one. Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Holiday. It's blocked. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Smith kicks to KD. Back to Smith. Clock at 6. And there's KD. That's good on the assist by Smith. KD's got the game tied up here for the Rockets. Curry against Holiday. Curry is inside.
Look at Curry getting crafty, ensuring he gets fouled while in the act of shooting.
At the line for 2, Stephen Curry.
First one falls for him. Stephen Curry hits them both.
And as a team, they're hovering around the high 80s from the free throw line. They've gotten better as the game has gone along, which is exactly what you want to see.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. During the last break, got to listen in on Ime Udoka's huddle with his team. Now he's encouraging them to keep attacking in the paint. He said, when we get inside, we score. Simple as that. Keep attacking and don't settle for anything that's not at the rim. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. They double team KD. Houston moving it around. Holiday surveying the floor. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Capella. Warriors with the rebound. Jackson Davis has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Here's Melton. Out to Payton. There's the triple. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Contact will not stop Durant.
Capable of scoring from any area. Love when Durant takes charge and dominates like this.
Pass to Jackson Davis. Holiday against Curry. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
He's been the guy tonight. Really impressive performance.
Podziemski, he's checked in for DeAnthony Melton. And a switch here also for Houston. Fred VanVleet is checked in for Aaron Holiday.
At the line for the Dubs, Stephen Curry. Shooting 1.
And so here is Houston. They trail by 3. Outside, KD. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And at nearly 7 feet tall, Durant is a problem inside. Got to push him out a little further than that.
Kevin Durant at the line for 1.
Golden State's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Podziemski, guarded by KD. Pass to Moody. Just 5 to shoot. Jacks up a three. Traps in the tray. And the Warriors lead by 3.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And here is Curry. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Podziemski's shot is good.
That's a fantastic decision by Curry. Defense too focused in on Steph.
It's taken away by Payton. Down low. And that one is hammered home.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
And that's Capella getting rewarded for his effort on the glass. Love when that kind of hustle pays off.
Here's Podziemski. Curry on the wing. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
KD passes to Van Fleet. Now Capella. Capella draws the double. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Payton looking around. Pass to Podziemski. 5 on the clock. 3-pointer. And it's Durant with the rebound. Durant's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Now Capella, guarded by Kirk. The jump hook is counted, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Capella.
And defenders have to be mindful of Capella. His length and strength can be a problem down low.
Jackson Davis finds Curry. Payton against Smith. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Taking 2 shots.
He misses the free throw.
A darn good free throw shooter. Smith doesn't seem to have a weak spot coming into the league.
And the Warriors with some changes. Horford comes in for Trace Jackson Davis. And it's Butler in for Gary Payton. Şengün's checked in for the Rockets. Tari Eason comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Good on the second free throw.
Look, a big man who can score at all 3 levels, they do not grow on trees. Smith Jr., he is one of them.
Curry passes to Moody. Golden State moving it around. Smith against Butler. Back to Curry. Horford from outside. On the rebound goes to the Rockets. Durant's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to Eason. That's in, coming off the assist from KD. Eason's got it all tied up now for the Rockets. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Golden State Warriors. And here is Moody. He's covered by Eason. And stolen by Eason. And the dunk by Eason.
And you might not have expected him to go for the steal there, but boy, oh boy, did that ever work out.
Butler feeling it out a bit. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by Houston.
Smith sets the pick for Durant. Pass to Şengün. Smith with it, defended by Butler. Smith against Butler. The shot's good from Smith. Smith's got 20.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Van Vliet against Curry. Puts up a deep three. It's rebounded by Houston. Şengün's got 7 rebounds in the game. Eason the bounce pass. Smith against Butler. Fires it up. And it's Smith missing.
I think the defender really affected that shot.
Butler against Smith, and it's Butler missing. Houston's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Off target from outside.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
A fantastic passing big. Horford makes great decisions with the ball.
Kuminga's come in for the Warriors. Thompson, he's checked in for Houston.
Tari Eason, 3rd personal foul. 3rd team foul. At the line for the Dubs, Moses Moody. 1 shot.
For Houston, they've got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. Fouled in the act of shooting, gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. It's going to be Thompson shooting. It goes on Moses Moody, and the Warriors making a change here. Podziemski's checked in. And that one misses. The Warriors trail. There's the drive. And they pick up 2.
Well, after an uneven first half, he's managed to right the ship and get things going.
Defensive foul. Kevin Durant. 1st personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line for the Dubs, Podziemski. 1 shot.
Free throw good, Podziemski. And for Houston, their shooting in the fourth quarter has been efficient at 56%. Pass to Eason. Back to Van Vliet.